capo. Wing capo.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's something from, I think, Pocahontas back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Savages.
Yep.
Savages.
Mm-hmm. You probably saw that with your kids when they were growing up.
We barely made it on time.
Did we really make it on time? Are we really on time? Or are we just perpetually late? And that's the key with the dumpster fire.
We are always late. Even when we're on time, according to everyone here.
Oh, ultra late. And then there's going to be bald and fat in the chat. Oh, we know how this goes.
Bald and fat. Two attractive men.
I know, right? And this is why we have this is why the ladies always go first, right?
I mean, that's why we got into YouTube, right? Was for the ladies.
It's the key, man. I mean, like, look at all like the grooming scandals and the Discord chats and all that stuff. That's what it's all about. It's like
none of those involve us, because
of course, because we're not Minecraft streamers,
right. Yeah. If I had only thought to start a Minecraft channel,
a Minecraft Discord server, and then we do that weird stuff, and then we get caught, we do a really heartvelt apology, we lay low for a couple months, and then we repeat like nothing happened.
Who's that Australian YouTuber? Like, he goes up and interviews people, and
I'm trying to think of his name.
Gosh,
Isaac Butterfield?
No, he's like so I was showing my kid. So do you know who Matt Rife is?
No, Matt Rife? I don't.
He's this very handsome comedian, right?
Yes.
He's funny though. Like, I was like, oh, as soon as I saw him, I was like, there's no way this dude is funny, right? And then I saw him, and I was like, he was on some podcast like Stiff Socks or something. He's actually funny. I was like, oh shit, the dude's actually good. And then I showed him to my kid, and then my kid was like, here, let me show you this guy. It was some Australian YouTuber that got caught with some scandal or something. I forget who it was. Not Aussie, man.
That's a day of like. That's like
a guy that wears a tie and stuff. And then my son showed me some stuff of his, and I was like, look, all right, your guy's funny, but my guy's still cuter. I was like, for the record, my guy looks way better. Okay. Anyways, we got to talk sports, because today some very big pieces moved around, and all signs are pointing to Aaron Rodgers becoming a Jet. Let's see. Alan Lazard.
Yep, Lazard signs. A Jet. Not surprised by that.
Who else? Randall Cobb.
Cobb.
Jordy Nelson was rumored to join.
Clay Matthews, man. And then they're going to fine him $50,000 every time there's a roughing the passer call. AJ Hawk, actually, here's the thing that I thought about. Big brain move. Aaron Rodgers doesn't announce he's going to the New York Jets. AJ Hawk comes out of retirement to join the New York Jets.
That would be a big
That's why it's that double take. And then 2 weeks later, Aaron Rodgers goes back to the darkness and like puffs out via
and then
like fire signals, and then it comes out like, I'm going to the New York Jets in smoke signal.
No, he just rejoins the Packers. That's what it happens. It'll be again another one of these bullshit things. All right. So apparently OBJ is on the wish list for the Jets. Mercedes Lewis is being looked at. So yesterday was a report that his wish list included Mercedes Lewis, Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard, and Beckham. Today, Lazard is a Jet.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to get him so hard. That's why they brought in Nathaniel Hackett.
It's up to the Jets basically to compensate the Packers correctly, because this is happening.
I know they want a first-round pick, but do the Jets want to give up a first-round pick?
Of course you do. If you're the Jets, of course you do, because they believe that. I'm sorry, I'm watching the game on ESPN.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Paige Sporonic is on. Paige Sporonic is doing this dance with the boobies.
Oh,
like she looks like annoyingly hot. She's like just too hot. Like,
there's nothing wrong. Maybe it's an AI decoration.
I don't know, but like some women, you're just like, I've got no chance, and they become unappealing, and you're just like, oh yeah, I get that she shows off the boobies because that's her shtick, but it's like, come on. No way either of us, unless she found out we were YouTubers, then we would be good, right? She'd be like, oh, you guys are famous YouTubers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Then we would have a shot. Yes. I'd be like, look, I have 360,000 subs. If that doesn't make your panties moist. All right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Talk about this. So Pat McAfee is having a show. Aaron Rodgers is coming on the show tomorrow. I think when does Pat go on? Noon?
Usually around noonish. Yeah.
I'll probably tune into that.
We probably all check it because we're addicted and pathetic. I'll edit my video in the background. I'll have a background.
I'm sure that Thomas Grossi will live stream his reaction to that shit.
At that point, it'd probably be easier if he records it in the background and then does it as a live video.
Yeah.
As a recorded, and then he does his thoughts afterwards. That's the big brain maneuver. That'll get him buku views.
Buku views. Okay. Yeah, it seems like all the signs are that way. Now the question is, and we asked this on Clickbait, it's like, what difference does Rodgers make on the Jets? They have a stout defense.
In theory, what you're looking for is prime Aaron Rodgers, but I have my doubts because look at what happened last year. He overthrew a ton of targets. He had a bunch of miscommunications with his receivers, including Randall Cobb. He was, he looked off, and there was significant signs of decline. And you have to remember, last couple of years when it mattered, Aaron Rodgers was very, very disappointing. He's held the team hostage for 2 years, so you have that baggage. You have the stuff that, the going out into outer space and the darkness, and the headache
the
worth
chakras, the ayahuasca, the women,
not even the women,
Shailene Woodley,
Shailene,
crazy hippie girlfriend now that we don't see anymore, which I think was made up. I think she's Canadian or something. I think he's got a Canadian girlfriend where he's just like, we met her at summer camp at the Darkness Retreat. No one knows that if she's real or not.
Honestly, what if it's like a beautiful mind, but instead of the random roommate and the CIA agent, instead it's his girlfriend.
It seemed like last year Aaron Rodgers was seeing receivers 2 to 3 feet farther down the field than they were actually. That, if you want to talk about his mind being off, he was overthrowing a lot of receivers. So here's the thing. What happens? Are you watching the Pens?
Yes. Also, there's some big news going on with the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yes.
Andrei Svechnikov.
Yes.
Having surgery, out for the season and the playoffs. So Carolina, F's in the chat. That's a tough loss.
Yeah, Snatchnikov is gone. I like to call him Snatchnikov. Yeah. Unfortunately, that switches a lot of balance in the East too.
Yes, because New Jersey is starting to overtake Carolina in the conference.
Yeah, and Carolina could end up playing the Rangers in the first round. Down Snatchnikov, down who's the other forward that they're missing?
Trying to think who else.
Somebody else.
Pacioretty.
Yeah, Pacioretty's gone. So
and the goaltending's still suspect.
Yeah. I mean, Antti Ranta, good Ranger, great Ranger. Not, is he a playoff caliber starting?
As I said, he ran out of gas last year. That's the problem.
All right, we got some snooper chats, and then we'll go over some of these moves that have
super
occurred.
duper signing.
Yes. And just break down, because it's been a week now, and legal tampering has started. And we've got some stuff to talk about for once. We got some World Baseball Classic if y'all want to get into that. Whatever. Aaron Sherwood, just imagine if the Jets go through all this stuff and hand Rodgers everything on a silver platter only to lose to Zach Wilson with the season on the line. Where's Zach Wilson going to go?
They lose to Mike motherfucking White, who just signed with Miami.
Ooh, or Andy Dalton, who signed with the Carolina Panthers.
Or they could lose in the or like to Sam Darnold. Did they play San Francisco?
Ooh, is Darnold on the 49ers?
Yes, he is signed with the
Niners. He's the replacement for
Jimmy Jesus.
Uh-huh.
So it's actually a decent backup option.
Do you think Darnold could handle Kyle Shanahan's system? Like, it seems very quarterback friendly.
I don't know, man. I mean, if you think about it, he did okay in Carolina with a limited offense. So I think he's not a starting caliber quarterback. He is a flop in all things considered, but I think he could be okay in an emergency situation for the Niners.
I will give Shanahan credit, Kyle, that is. He doesn't know how to coach late game situations, but he is always successful, and his offense has always produced, competent results.
He knows how to surround himself with quality defensive leaders.
I mean, he made Brock Purdy look like a freaking first round
Brock Purdy
pick.
actually did look all right, though.
Yeah, but like a lot of if you watch Brett Coleman, like a lot of the throws that Purdy made were like quick reads, like off the defense.
Of course. That was always the key. Just let the receivers do the work. That's all you have to do. Keep it simple. Don't make any mistakes. Same thing they wanted to do with Trey Lance, but he got injured.
Nick J.K. says that thumbnail made in MS Paint, also bald and fat. Yes.
Yeah,
Nick
that was a hilarious thumbnail, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Nick giving us our money back.
Nick, Virtuoso. You don't have to do that. Come on, man.
Come on, Virtuoso. The New Jersey Packers. The New Jersey Packers.
No, what they need is the New Jersey. They rename themselves the Generals and to have Donald Trump by the team.
Yep.
Bring back the 80s, baby.
Yeah, baby. Justin Ziegler, 1999, halfway to a Jesus bomb. Halfway to a
I'll put out the Jeebus for that.
I'll
put out like a little tip of the Jeebus.
Look, hey, can I get Jeebus back on the screen? I want to see his underwear. Go up a little bit. Is that his shroud right there?
Yes, it's the little shroud. It's the
that Jesus is ripped right there. It's pretty. Yeah. Jesus been hitting the gym, huh?
Oh yeah, Jeebus has definitely been.
Look at his legs.
I mean, dude, with that sort of thing, like, look at what you're trying to work on. You're working on your core. This is a good back exercise, legs, especially topped up like that. I mean, Jeebus is ripped.
Yeah, he is pretty ripped.
He's been holding this position for thousands of years, man.
Thousands of years. Yeah, you would get pretty ripped. I don't look at the legs though. I don't get the legs. Why his legs would be? Because like maybe he does ab lifts when when no one's watching.
Well, it helps the he
does the leg
the inner thigh. Helps the inner thigh.
Yeah, you're right. But he's nailed to the cross.
Yeah, his problem would probably be the glutes and chest. Probably
the
well, chest maybe a little bit, but like shoulders are like those shoulders are going to be like ripped.
Maybe that's something he does when no one's looking, is he takes his legs up, and he stretches a little bit. And he's like, all right, let me get
he's lifting them to get that core exercise.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Justin says, at this point, if you are the Jets, I don't get why you don't at least try to trade for Lamar, tank for next year, or take a risk on a QB in the draft.
I'm guessing that's plan B if they don't get Rodgers.
Yes. With his wish list, Packers should pull the trigger. That would be so funny if the Jets did all this shit and then Rodgers doesn't come.
Mm-hmm. That would be hilarious.
It's just like, because the Rangers have scored. Let's go 4-1.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
pissing on the
Penguins are getting pissed on by the Canadiens. They gave up like 4 goals on 6 shots.
And
then what's going to happen is the Penguins are going to, pull an overtime win out of their ass because this is what they do, and then we're going to get crushed in the first round.
We're playing you guys 3 out of the next 7 days or something like that. Three games.
I know you won, 7. But I mean, let's be frank, you should have lost because that should have been a penalty on Trocheck for the forearm. But yeah.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know what you're talking about.
The 2-2 goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Listen, you guys fucked us over and got so much bullshit on us for so long.
Sure.
You won 2 cups recently. We haven't won one since 94. Shut that shit up.
I don't give a shit, buddy.
I
want to keep winning. I want the memories to last, goddammit.
Yeah,
I don't want this to be the end.
Yeah, at some point that window is going to get slammed.
Oh, it already is. It's a slow decline. It's the same thing that happened with Detroit.
Are they not even in a playoff spot?
They are.
Right now?
I think they're the first wild card right now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we face Boston, we're losing in 5. I like their chances better against like a Carolina or New Jersey, even though they're probably going to lose. I at least can have the false hope that they could do something. With the high-end talent.
Yeah, I want you false hope on these nuts, bitch. That's right. No, it'd be really hilarious if the Packers keep Rodgers.
No, if Rodgers just wants to stay,
I think
it would piss everybody off because you piss off the Jets, you piss off the Packers, piss off Grossi because of everything that happened, and you piss off the entire NFL.
Honestly,
you piss off Jordan Love too.
Yeah, I think the Packers are done with him. They're like done with this shit. They want to move on. There's no loyalty in the NFL.
It's not even loyalty. It's like there's no point in being loyal because it's just.
How many players have made it one run with the team? It was Manning and Roethlisberger. They're probably the last two.
Big Ben should have been kicked out the year before.
Yeah, years ago. Same with Manning. Manning was benched the year prior, and then they brought in Daniel Jones and benched him again.
You have to do what's best for the team, man. It's not about Fields.
It is not about the Fields. But Eli can always say that, he was always a giant.
And he got benched for Danny Derps, who you paid a shitload of money to. So congratulations.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, by the way, congratulations on fleecing the Raiders on Darren Waller.
That was a good trade.
That's a really good pickup.
My big concern is Kelsey Plum just got traded to the Las Vegas Aces. Ooh. And then his wife, she's the girl that you ever see that video of that left-handed girl just chuck a T-shirt into the upper deck?
No.
Of It's poetry. She has a cannon. I think she's a WNBA player. Yeah. And she's fine. But yeah, she probably is going to request a trade to the New York Liberty or something, but I think it's fine. You can live in two different places and work. And Waller's pretty old. He's probably only got 2 or 3 years left in the NFL anyways.
Raiders are trying to cut cap, and he's been injured most of the last few years.
But yeah, it's good because the Giants needed a
tight end.
Yeah, to go with Bellinger. They were sorely missing anybody there. All right, Justin Ziegler says, Rodgers is just too much to deal with and build around since he's considering retiring every year. Jets and Packers should start fresh. Agree. Probably the only hang up is the Jets probably want 2 years out of him, right?
Yeah, they want to. They don't want a Brett Favre situation again, even though it looks a lot like a Brett Favre situation.
Could be.
I'm waiting for the dick pic in the Crocs.
Yeah, that's what Rodgers should recreate is the dick pic and then he should steal from the poorest people.
No, what he should do is scam a hippie commune to build a weed colony, and then at the end of the day, what he does is builds a shrine to Moloch or a devil god or something like that.
Moloch?
That's what it should be. Moloch or Baal.
Are these like names for Satan?
Yeah, these are devil gods.
Oh. In Thai, Mara is Satan.
Mm-hmm. Well, it could be Mara. I mean, he might be into Thai gods.
What is this? Big Greens or something? Big City Greens? That's the promotion for this Ranger game. It's like is that like a backyard baseball type game or something?
I'm not sure. I've never heard of it.
Because like all these graphics they've had are during the game. I've never played Big City Greens, so I don't know what it is.
Never buy.
I guess we're too old, even though we play video games.
I mean, we're gonna be at MSG in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we are. Hell yeah, we are.
Right.
Joseph Naharian 5. Turn on the Disney Channel. They're showing the Ranger game. Yep, I have it on. Right here. See, I'll commit a stream violation here. It's right above here. Look at that.
Lots of commercials there.
Yeah, my setup. I now mounted a TV above.
There you go.
The whole setup.
Sorry, my TV's over here.
But it's I'm just looking up at it though. That's the only problem. Is it's a little high, but
it is whatever. What it is. Mm-hmm. People say like my TV's high, but it's like whatever. I don't care.
Tom has his like right here. So
he has it in the corner.
Yeah. And then Perna at his house, he's got like a little tiny little 19-inch one, of course, because Perna's small. Of course, he would have one. I got a nice little 36-incher.
He's probably like the Ant-Man. He shrinks so it looks like a bigger TV. Could be like that.
Everything is bigger in Perna's house because him and his daughter and Jessica's not a very big person either. So
they have to build something for the Oompa Loompas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Everything's smaller now.
The Munchkins from The Wizard of Oz have to find a way to breed and keep their populace alive.
Hey, do you want to come to the Portland game as well? The Portland baseball game? You ever been to Portland, Oregon?
No,
a whole bunch of people dropped out today. I was like, I need to decide whether you're in or out. And like 5 people were like, I'm out. I was like, oh. We got to find some YouTubers to play the Portland Pickles.
Yeah.
Any of y'all want to play minor league baseball?
Everyone dropped out. It's probably because, like, once again, it's just like probably the schedule added wacky.
No, yeah, it was some like Mighty Goat was gonna come, but he's going to France or some shit. So
yeah, I'd rather go to France.
It's not his fault.
Get my ass beaten in baseball.
And then Bengal was gonna come, but he couldn't make it. Yeah. And then there's Dable. Dable's at the game. There's my boy. Dable. Then I see PK Subban is there. Never played for the Rangers. He's retired.
Yeah, he's a TV guy now.
I wonder if Margot Robbie's
scored there. Like on an easy goal. They're gonna bullshit their way to an OT win. Just watch.
Yeah, it's probably that. Alex Guerra, which means Alex War in Spanish. I want chaos. Or is Guerra a soldier? Is Guerra a soldier or just mean war? Somebody answer.
No, Guerrero is warrior.
Guerrero? Like Pedro Guerrero?
Yes.
But I think guerra just means war in general. Or maybe fight. No, fight is something else. I want chaos. I need Rodgers to retire after helping his teammates get the bag. That would be even fucking funnier. He gets Nathaniel Hackett a job. He gets all his teammates paid, and then he just walks away from football.
Yep. That would be brilliant. That would be a master video, and it'd be.
Guerra means war. Thank you, Kevin Kevin Punk. Thank you. I had it correct. 4 years of Spanish, baby. 4 years of Spanish. That one guy, we lost a Vikings legend. I am crushed to have lost Bud Grant this weekend. He was the greatest head coach to never win. The one thing I respect about Bud Grant, that one time at TCF Bank Field in Minnesota when they were building US Bank Stadium.
Yeah, and then he came out with like in short sleeves,
in short
like
sleeves,
-20
and it was
weather.
Yeah, it was -20, and he was like, "Pussies don't fucking."
Oh, dude, he built his teams for the cold. Right. He made him practice in that shit.
Yeah, Bud Grant was like, "Fuck you! I have Minnesota cold. You pussies ain't over."
And honestly, that's kind of why they lost those Super Bowls in a way, because they had them in warmer, neutral locations and not in the cold.
Yeah, but how come you should be able to go from cold?
Well, part of it. Plus, they played some really good teams.
It's much harder to go from warm to cold. That's why Miami hasn't won a Super Bowl since the 70s, because they can't go into other places and win. You know. All right. You read Alan Nadeau.
I will read Mr. Alan Nadeau. Thank you very much. Let's go. I have feelings about losing Jacoby Myers, and he signed with the team that he threw a touchdown pass to.
Who's that?
The Raiders.
Oh, he's a Raider now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, did you see the Cowboys traded
for Stephon Gilmore?
Stephon Gilmore, who
but as I said,
believe...
I want to zone in on this Jacoby Myers thing. I'm thinking this is payment for helping them win and building the script. I think this is his payment for best actor.
Best actor?
Yeah, with how he threw that ball so accurately to Chandler Jones. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
That was legendary. Piece de resistance.
The piece de resistance. The Rangers are just dominating possession right now. They are
Who are they playing tonight?
Over the zone. They're playing the Caps right now, and they are just puck hogging. They are ragging the hell out of the puck right now. Ooh, deflection shot. Kemper is just under siege. Siege.
No real surprises in the results right now.
Keep reading, my friend.
Yep, I will read. I'm glad you called me my friend instead of fat fuck like usual. Errol Flambe for 5. If the Steelers or Giants sign Denzel Perryman or Drew Tranquil, you better treat them like gods. Love those guys. Piss Chargers haven't signed them. Yeah. Well, the Chargers signed Kendricks. I think that's why. They're letting them go.
Yeah, they're probably a lot of teams are prioritizing. They're trying to get whoever they can out of the way. There's probably some little bit of bickering. Plus, we need content for the next 2-3 days until free agency is actually ready. The lawyers are probably busy too. They're getting all these contracts reviewed and shit. So we'll see more news and announcements here. There won't be anybody left, or if they're unsigned, they'll just either retire or get picked up in spring or
in
training
the
camp.
ball. past June.
A lot of times that happens though, where players just don't.
They don't get signed like veterans.
They don't get,
like they see them as past prime, or they just are demanding too much money. Sometimes
they're asking for. Well, also though, if you're like an old veteran player and you're just like, dude, I'm not going to work,
and you have a vet minimum, you're not paying for vet minimum. It's like, why would you get paid like sub $1 million when you've already made 20, 30?
But if you're just tired of football and you're just like, I'm not going back unless they give me like 10 million, and then they give you 10 million, you're like, all right, I'll fucking go back.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Ben played his final year.
$25 million. Injury. Yep. And I'll fake an injury and I'll just be done with it. Or you guys can whitewash my image in the media instead of me being a rapist fat fuck.
Oh no, you remember he's a family man. Get it right.
That's right. He's married.
Wholesome family man.
Mm-hmm. Well.
And then you bring out the kids as a PR move. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Keep her going.
Oh, yeah, I'll keep it going. David Krantz. This Jets-Packers drama reminds me of when the Giants hired Dan Reeves in '93, and Reeves brought in a lot of former Broncos players. I remember seeing shirts calling them the New Jersey Broncos.
Hey, that actually worked because Dan Reeves convinced Phil Simms to come back. He got LT at the end of his career. And the Giants actually won 11 games. They won 11-5. So they did pretty well under Dan Reeves.
That's what happened with the Bills and Tom Donahoe. Like a bunch of former Bills went to the Chargers after the fact. I think Steve Christie was one of them.
I mean, the New York Rangers of 1994 were the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, they were the Rangers and they were the Oilers and the Blackhawks. That's what they were. That was the Mike Keenan special. That's what all he did. He brought in his old players.
He didn't even coach was the thing. The reason Keenan was there was to make sure everybody was back in the hotel by like 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. He would literally kill them. That was his stuff.
Yeah. He was literally an adult babysitter because as far as the hockey that they played, it was completely wide open, unstructured, no play hockey whatsoever. They had no set plays. They had no, like even on the power play, they just had a stacked lineup. They had Sergei Zubov. They had Messier. They had Adam Graves. They had
Glenn Anderson.
Glenn.
Brian Leach.
They had Mike
Doug
Richter.
Lister, Eddie Olczyk. They had him. Yeah. I think they brought in a couple other guys. Stefan Matteau.
Matteau was there.
Like Matteau had played on like 4 teams. Same in Noonan.
Craig McTavish was the fourth line center. Power play specialist.
I think they had Nemchinov too.
Kill. Yeah, Nemchinov. And then they had Alexei Kovalev.
Yep,
they had just a stacked team.
Like this is a team that traded Doug Waite, Tony Amonte, and Mike Gardner.
They got rid of Gardner in the middle of the season.
Yep, and they brought in Glenn Anderson. They brought in Glenn Anderson, I think.
They also had Kevin Lowe.
Yep, Kevin Lowe. As I said, 80s Oilers are 09s.
It was all Oilers. All Oilers.
Not just that. Hiei, we got
a Jeebus bomb.
The Hiei, the ripped, incredibly swole Jeebus.
All right.
With great
the President of the United States of America is here. It's time. It is nearly time for the NFC North InfoWars broadcast to begin. It is 1920 again in America. The jihad has now claimed 2 radiovac factories in Wisconsin.
Oh, man.
We will not stop. Bye-bye, Abram.
Oh, dude, we got to bring him in for his comments about
the
Carolina Panthers, too.
We will bring him
that was a big trade that happened as well. The Carolina Panthers, 2 seconds, 2 firsts, and DJ Moore to move up first overall and probably draft Anthony Richardson because nothing makes any goddamn sense anymore.
I forgot about Bukaboom.
Jeff
Bukaboom was one of the most massive people on earth. He was like 6'8", 6'9", something like that.
And then imagine he got the concussions.
Oh, the Capitals just scored.
Wow.
After all of that, after all that net assault, Irwin to the house right there. Damn. That ginger
You're up by 2.
Dude, no lead is safe in the NHL. No matter how well you're playing, how Shesterkin got caught overcompensating. What a beautiful pass by Oshie. Reads the guy, finds Irwin, and snipe Selly.
Still like they were pest candy,
Golden Hybrid, who's named after weed. Breaking, Aaron Rodgers woke up with hot diarrhea. Wow, this one's a spicy one.
Ooh.
And blew up his toilet, indicating that he will go to the Jets because the Jets are complete Dog shit.
No, that's not the rumor I heard. The rumor I heard was that he woke up at 4 a.m, nearly had orthostatic hypotension, and then he went to the bathroom, sat down, because he's a dainty lady, and took a nice piss. It came out a deep yellow, which signifies he wants to stay a Green Bay Packer for the next year.
Ooh. You know what could have happened? In the darkness retreat, he got mold because he didn't move at all. Mold grew on his penis.
Oh.
And then when he got out and then he finally saw the light, he saw that his penis was green, and he was like, that's it. It's a sign. I'm going to the Jets.
Well, it could be Packers green too.
Now, it would be fitting. I would say this. It would be fitting if you go into a darkness retreat and then the first thing you do is join the Jets because you're already used to darkness. You'd be like, hello, darkness. Look, it's my old friend.
I've come to talk with you again.
Welcome to the darkness that is New York Jet football. All right. Paul F. Craig. If only Rodgers had signed with the Jets to begin with, he would have potentially had an awesome Jets-Pats rivalry. Yeah, Rodgers, he was supposed to get drafted by the Niners.
Yep, and then they picked Alex Smith, the Mormon.
Yep, and then he fell all the way to the Packers, who didn't even need a quarterback at the time. Yeah, but it was a smart
they just figured get the value, and yeah.
Yep,
they're hoping for the same thing with Jordan Love, so we'll see.
He sat behind his good buddy Brett Favre. Him and Brett are good friends.
Very good friends.
TT90. Is everyone sick of the Rodgers? Will he? Won't he talk?
Oh,
guy is the QB version of a diva wide receiver.
It's hilarious. Man. It's like the decision of the NFL. Rodgers? They're doing this for a grift and for ratings. I would not shock me tomorrow if also that he comes out and talks about his sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. And then just goes off into this long script about how the orc is his favorite character.
The orc is my favorite character. I like how you can battle and improve your character, and then you can take him on other battles. You can battle people online.
Yeah, I have never had a Raid Shadow
Legends.
We're gonna
do. So you've never done Raid Shadow Legends?
No, I have never done a mobile game. I will not do a mobile game. Well, I don't care for mobile games. I think they're predatory, and I think I'd be hypocritical considering past dances I've taken on my channel. So I don't take mobile game ads.
If Raid Shadow Legends was like 10 grand,
no,
one spot,
no, because I'm loaded on spots. I'm sold. I'm good.
Bullshit. What if they were like 20 grand?
20 grand, I'll consider it.
30 grand. Everyone has a price. You've got a price. That's a lot of pasta, fat man.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I can load up on all that
Italian meals.
30 grand.
Speaking of good shit, we have our own coffee.
Yep.
Bench warmer brew. Actually, tomorrow we're gonna run a promotion on it. You can use.
I never heard that promotion.
Just ask, dude. You can. It's 15% off at benchwarmerbrew.com. Use the code 5 points spelled out like this. 5 points.
That's why it said 5. It's not me. Yes. I have had a promo like that.
And you can get the ground beans or unground. They smell delicious. Like I just love snort. It's like your own fart. You know, you're just like, oh yeah, let me get a whiff of that good old.
You don't even need to because there's like a little aerated scent thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm smelling. I'm not smelling the whole box.
Yeah. It's got that little,
Yeah. So it lets the flavors release out. Now you get that whole flavor in there. Actually,
SB
this one
here.
I haven't opened. I have one in my kitchen that I use.
Yeah. Oh, this is so good. All right. So I'll be doing a bench warmer brew spot.
Yeah. This is my display.
I don't have any sponsors right now. Oh,
why don't you have any sponsors, dude? You got to whore yourself
March
out,
was
brother.
weird. I mean, I had 2 sponsors, but March ended up like we just kind of have a gap in sponsors. So
it happens.
You're booked up. Who are you working for?
The same people I've been working with
VPN?
for years. Well, VPN? One of them. It's like a sort of VPN. It's like an all-in-one.
Shesterkin just threw a stick at fucking.
Yeah, there's your sponsor. That's why you're talking about Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah.
That's why
Shesterkin was like, "Why didn't you fucking blow the whistle, dick face?"
Have I played Command and Conquer, dude? I loved Red Alert back in the day, man.
What is your favorite turn-based game of all time?
Ooh, RTS.
Turn-based.
Oh, turn-based.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is interesting because like RTSs would be like Age of Empires and Command and Conquer. But in terms of turn-based, I hear great things about Europa Universalis and the Paradox series. I just have never had the time to play them. I want to play them. I just haven't been able to. And turn-based, Civilization I like.
Civ is I was good. You took my answer, man. Civ or The Sims, right? Like those would be the two right there. But no, Civilization was the shit.
Yeah,
You
Sim
build an
City
empire.
wasn't really turn-based though. That was more of a
What is it? Railroad
turn-based?
Tycoon?
Okay, wait, turn-based Total War series.
Mm.
Rome Total War, Shogun 2.
Oh yeah,
that's the shit.
You ever play Romancing the Kingdoms, the Three Kingdoms?
No, I've not. And the Penguins just tied it as usual because Montreal sucks.
They're
and
gonna pull out.
Well,
bullshit
and the
overtime win.
Yeah, this is what it is. It's the bullshit. It's the bullshit, man. Like it's not even fun. It's like you're gonna get blown out in the first round when you keep pulling this shit.
Well, just like your asshole, it'll get blown out in the first round. Connor Akers, Rodgers has had a better connection with Pat McAfee than he does with his Packer receivers. Who was the kid that the rookie last year? Jackson? Curtis Jackson? No, that's 50 Cent.
Christian Watson.
Christian Watson.
He had a little bit.
Why did I say Curtis Jackson?
Curtis Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
50 Cent. No, that's 50 Cent's real name. Yeah, Christian Watson. He developed after a while, but everyone was like a rookie and shit. You know, like no one had played. But whatever. Nathan, you read Nathan Schnaza.
I'll read Nathan Schnaza.
Yeah,
this has been a sad week for my Vikes. We have made the tough decision to rebuild, and my fan favorites go for cap space. Yep, a lot of players. Thielen, Kendricks, I think Harrison Smith's gone.
Yeah, Vikings window.
Last year was their last shot. Might be time to update the old legacy of failure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much to do with it, but it's just like, take a couple days, update the end part, and, go from the Minneapolis Miracle to blowing up the core.
Minnesota's a cursed franchise. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, it is what it is.
God's that Kyler Murray is the second highest paid player or the third highest paid player in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. And that's sad because, as I said, Arizona didn't have a choice at the time because, remember, they paid Kingsbury, built his system around Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
That's why they paid him that much. They didn't have a choice. And, well, we fucking told you so, Arizona. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
That's why they've been failures for most of their existence.
Mm-hmm.
Except for like 3-year stretches in the 70s and mid-2000s.
All right. Great name on this next one here.
Yep, God's Butt Monkey. A legend of the dumpster fire. This week's random two-sport college athlete that chose the NBA over the NFL, Florida State quarterback and point guard Charlie Ward.
Best quarterback in New York when he was there. Yep, Charlie Ward. He was part of many good Knicks teams. That actually went to the finals in 1999. Him and Chris Childs were point guards. And Charlie Ward was a decent NBA star.
Yep. I'm not going to pick an NBA player who played over the NFL. I'm going to pick a guy who chose baseball over the NFL. Once called the best wide receiver in Chicago, Jeff Samardzija.
Ooh, pitcher for the Chicago Cubs.
He was a solid pitcher for a long time. He was a
Brady
giant
Quinn.
For a hot minute.
I think Brady Quinn was his quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really good. Yeah. All right.
Yep. Brian Jordan, that was a guy who actually picked baseball over football too. Yeah, he played football for a hot minute.
He played for the
Safety
Cardinals.
for the Falcons.
Yeah, he was a two-sport athlete. And then,
He got
what's
paid by the
crazy is
Cardinals
Deion
to play
Sanders.
full time.
Deion Sanders was a very good baseball player. Like he made the major leagues.
Yeah, he made the show. Like, I mean, he was actually passable. I mean, really good stolen base guy, decent average. Okay.
We haven't had a two-sporter in a long time.
No,
for baseball, football,
it's tough.
I think maybe
because most things are so specialized. It's tough. You have guys that convert from like baseball to football. Tim Tebow was the last guy I can really remember. Guys that play college. Russell Wilson flopped in the minors.
Yeah, Wilson could have. Yeah, Murray should have probably stayed.
Kyler. Well, I mean, Kyler could go back to baseball.
That's true.
He'd get drafted by the A's.
I don't think he made $40 million though playing.
Hey, I mean,
baseball.
Baseball, you still have the huge signing bonuses though. He would have made $10 million off the bat.
Yeah, that's true. Some guys don't make shit. Like Eric Sim, his signing bonus was $18,000, and that barely paid for his first year.
Yeah, some like if you're like a beginning guy, like coming out of college, you're a senior, you're getting less than 10,000. You're like 5,000.
If you're drafted, and then your salary to play after that is like nothing. It's
like $325 a week or something like that.
Yeah,
it's
ridiculous. Barely. You cannot live off of you have to live off the signing bonus.
Which is why, like with the Angels too, like they got under huge issues because they couldn't eat properly or pay rent.
What's crazy
is kind of a big deal, you know what I mean?
I just found this out is that like some independent leagues, like they charge the players money. Yeah. So the players are spending $2-3 grand to stay active.
Chase a dream.
Yeah. And maybe get signed or something. Like it's a lot of them are living off of their signing bonus.
It probably happens in hockey too.
Yeah, and they're just chasing their dream, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're just chasing
You'll do desperate things to chase a dream, man.
Yeah, you'll suck a dick in an alley.
Oh yeah, like dude, media, radio, TV. Oh yeah, dude, all of us suck dick. Are you kidding me? And we still don't.
My mouth is sore right now.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, I probably swallowed so much cum from the radio industry, dude. That's probably why I got so goddamn fat.
Someone clip it. Someone clip it.
Yeah. Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I know you want to kill me over the Burger King thing.
Yeah, wasn't she enraged over that?
Oh, yeah, she was very incensed. It was the ultimate demonetization.
She was mad over this?
Oh, yeah, dude. I was just trying to be funny. Come on. I thought it'd be like, oh, that'd be something different and unique. Yes. And it's like, that's too crass. It reminds me of EDP. It's like, what EDP? Dude,
your mom watched EDP?
Mom. No, she knows of EDP.
I don't think you're going to go diddle any kids.
If that happens, then I've gone to hell. I will probably, I deserve.
Are you going to change your ways now that Mama Tree said no more Whopper fucking?
But I wanted to make Whopper Juniors.
She watched our show, too?
She watches everything, dude.
She watches this right now?
Yes.
Mama Tree, I'm so sorry for being a bad influence on your son. And I apologize for calling him fat. He's not fat.
Oh, I'm a hardcore lard ass. Yeah. I'll say that myself. By the way, if Mama 5 Points, if you're watching, I'm sorry your son's bald.
Well, my mom doesn't even know exactly what I do. I'm like one of those porn stars where the family doesn't actually know what they do. That's my parent.
And then they find it on some weird fetish site on Pornhub, and it's the weirdest shit.
Yeah, we knew you were weird, but we didn't know that you were that deep in.
Yeah, it's like,
you could actually.
I have to see my son's starfish, and it's getting pounded by a couple men. Great.
Hey, look.
At the same time.
Say what you want about OnlyFans, but look at all this here.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's put this. Let's zoom this in.
Has done for me.
Yes, it got you a picture with your pup, a couple diplomas, and an autographed Saquon Barkley jersey. We got
and an Eli Manning. Yep, that we all got. A good old OnlyFans. All right, bring it back. TT90 Hey 5 Darren Waller will be a beast for you in the 6 games he plays each.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All 6 games, baby. The King Barrel Maker Rodgers will be a Jet in 23, a Viking in 24, and then steal from the poor. He's following the steps of Brett Favre. Nick JK. We know Rodgers going to be traded to the Mushroom Commune with Jake Plumber. He spelled it Plumber with a B.
Yep.
I like that. Conor McGregor's there. He's there in the stands right now. Conor McGregor.
Well, you're going to those games to be seen. It's like going to an LA Rams or
that's why we're going.
Chargers game. Yeah. Well, we're not going to be seen. We're going to pretend to be seen. You have to remember that.
Yes. You're going to be on TV, though.
Yeah. For whatever reason, they're throwing my ass on TV.
Are they giving you a script?
No, it's not a script, I don't think. It's like a free-flowing conversation.
Oh, so they're going to ask you, like, Tree, what do you think of the game so far? And you're going to say something
It's a pregame. It's a pregame.
And get insta-canceled forever.
Oh, dude, that's been a given, though. Dude, that's been a given. Come on.
Yeah.
You know that.
You'll
I'll
do
obviously
all right.
clean up. Like, I'll shave the beard. I'll cut the hair.
Ooh,
I'll
you're
look
gonna
less
shave?
like. Yeah.
You
I mean,
should look like a
well, I mean,
typical
like, shave
Yinzer.
like to get like a 5 o'clock shadow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You should look like a typical Yinzer. Just have fries on your shirt.
No, a typical Yinzer is wearing some really tattered Steeler jersey with shorts, and I would have to grow out a little mullet, and and have some
Have
really
an
bad
Iron City.
mustache.
Yeah, have an Iron City beer just in hand, and maybe a Steely McBeam T-shirt of some kind, and a Primanti Brothers burger in one hand, just Pittsburgher, just randomly, or keep that in your breast pocket, just a Pittsburgher right there, and then you got to say stuff like Danton and talk about all the bridges.
I don't know, man.
Christopher Brickner watched the Grambling State Tigers college team. Their Heath coach, their head coach is Hugh Jackson. Ooh. So Hugh Jackson is no longer in the NFL. He's taken over for Eddie Robinson's.
Hugh Jackson hasn't been in the NFL for years.
Yeah. Eddie Robinson, a legend of college football, coached at Grambling State for like 800 years. He was there. He was so old they had to like force him to retire. They're like, Eddie, can you not come back, please? Grambling, an was it HCBU?
Yeah.
Historical
HBCU.
HBCU. Yeah. My dyslexia. Well, how come dyslexia is so hard to pronounce? Couldn't they call it something? Shouldn't it be a parallelogram? I have Oppo. Like that would be so much easier than the word dyslexia. Literally the hardest word to pronounce. Like they just torture people that have dyslexia even further, make it even more difficult to even tell you what condition they have.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it should be like Polish with a bunch of Z's, Y's, and X's, and Z and S's in there.
Yeah, it should be Syzygy. Syzygy, that's a word with no vowels in it. Mm-hmm. It means like aligning of planets or something. Dyslexia. I know that guy. Dyslexia.
Oh yeah.
Sucked his dick in radio when I was back in radio.
Also suck a dick.
Suck a dick. Connor Akers, if Russ continues to suck, do you see the Broncos possibly tank for Caleb Williams? Russ cannot be worse than last year.
No, they're never going to tank because you sign too many players. If you go that bad with bringing in Sean Payton, all that offensive line help, and Russell Wilson, and that defense, and everything else, you may as well contract the damn franchise. And Brandon Pernasolt's going to be absolutely hilarious if that happens.
But remember, Sean Payton extended Drew Brees' career for 2-3 years after he kind of didn't have it. So, I mean, he's got to be able to help Russ Wilson. Mm-hmm. Let's go UW. Now we have seen some GMs on stupid juice for trades, but how do you feel? How you let Waller go for a third? The Raiders are so screwed. The Raiders are dismantling right now. They signed Jimmy G, which not a bad move, but who would you rather have, Tree? Jimmy G or Derek Carr? Who is objectively the better quarterback? It's
Derek Carr will at least play more often than Jimmy G.
Right. Derek Carr is what, only 30?
Yeah, well, you have to remember, too, Jimmy G, you're only bringing him in because he knows Josh McDaniels. It's a retread system. Like, they're trying to skin the Patriots alive, and they can't get Tom Brady, so they'll get the next best thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't comes cheap, but what else do you have? I mean, even Josh Jacobs is pissed. Because they knew...
Oh, go ahead.
Whatever.
Jimmy G was good.
He was good in San Fran for a hot minute, then he got paid, and then he just couldn't stay healthy.
Well, Jimmy G was good in New England because he was young and athletic. And then as he got older, what's his name? Shanahan masked a lot of his problems, and now he's just old, and he's going to get injured for sure because he's too fucking old. He's too fucking old, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go UW. Did we read that one?
I don't think we did. I'll read that right now.
Read that shite.
Now we have all seen some Oh, we already did the stupid juice. You let How do you let Waller go for
I
third?
did that.
David G. Hey Tree, what's your Waffle House meal? I would ask 5, but he lives in godless New Jersey.
I do not live in godless New Jersey. I live in Virginia, and we have plenty of Waffle Houses. And I don't think I've been since I was in Atlanta one time.
I don't think Pennsylvania has a Waffle House near me. Let me check.
I like whatever sausage that they put the thing on top of to double cook it. You know what I'm saying? They put the iron
one to me is about an hour away in Washington, PA.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a solely pancake house, but there's like 2 Waffle Houses, but they're nowhere near close to me.
You know who makes good French toast? IHOP. IHOP has good French toast. Yeah. But I haven't been to an IHOP probably in 15 years.
There was an IHOP by me, but it shut down.
You know when you go to a Waffle House, your night has not gone according to plan.
If you're going to Waffle House, it's 4 a.m. and you're hungry, and that's why those fights happen where the chick's like grabbing a chair with her bare hand.
Yeah, where she just
they have
self-defense
courses with every night shift.
Right. That chick was a beast. I'm like, get her some MMA training and just put her in the ring.
Yep. Pretty much the entirety of the Midwest is kind of godless. Pennsylvania, pretty godless. Ohio's the epitome of godless. West Virginia is where we laugh at Pennsylvanians. We exile people to fuck our sisters and cousins and all that stuff. That's what West Virginia is.
That's all you do in West Virginia. Of Pennsylvania is West Virginia. It's just pretty much down here. It's just I thought that shit was a joke, and then I dropped my son off at a skate camp in West Virginia. By the way, we got a 50 bomb. Bring that up.
From Chris Hubbard. Let's get out to Jesus.
Yeah. First of all, we pull up, and there's this guy just driving an ATV with his wife on the back, and she's holding a 12-pack, and he's just driving on the side of the road.
You know what?
We drive by.
She's got a priority straight, man.
It's like 3 o'clock on a Saturday or something. There's just this lady on her porch drinking Busch Light at 3 p.m. on a Saturday, just fucking getting hammered. All her empties are around. I was like, damn, it's like that in West Virginia. We get to the corner gas station. We see a bunch of unsavories just out there yucking it up, having a good time. I was like, damn, West Virginia, you are living up to all the stereotypes. Every single one of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Will Davis says, the stereotypes are true. Like, they exist for a reason. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Not saying it's not saying it's universal. I'm just saying they didn't just arrive here. Man. Yeah,
it happens.
Hey, you don't talk like this and make fun of a person from Texas because they talk like this. Chris Hufford. I speak not for myself, but for everyone here. Please, 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 please free Hurricanes, man. Tree. I know you have him locked away somewhere. You can't keep him away during one of the best seasons ever.
Give it time.
Hashtag free Hurricanes, man.
The Hurricanes.
He's trying to coax it out of you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, Hurricanes, man, can shred my voice after a while, so I got to keep it easy.
Oh, you got vocals to do later?
No, I mean, well, the thing is, too, like, you need to save Hurricanes, man, for a special time.
Okay. Didn't Snatchnikov injure his snatch?
Yeah, I mean, he tore his ACL, which is pretty close to the snatch.
It was non-contact, too. He was just skating around the zone. It was really weird. Yeah. Really weird. He just turned funny and
probably ice divot. Ice.
Yeah. Dude, ACLs, man. You don't want to mess with them.
Oh, yeah, man.
What is your what would you order from Waffle House, though? You never answered.
I never had a Waffle House.
Oh. You wouldn't get like a 2-egg plate? We can get like a 2-egg plate or something like that.
I probably get like usually if I go to like a random Denny's, I probably get like like a bacon sausage and pancake platter or something.
You get a moon over my hammy.
Oh, you would love a moon over your hammy, wouldn't you? But I mean, nah, I don't. I'm not familiar with eating breakfast food. Be quiet.
I don't eat breakfast that often, but when I do, it's good. Yeah. All right, Aiden Kepley.
I thought you were gonna say you suck dick for it or something.
I don't suck dick for breakfast. I wait till the afternoon for that shit.
I mean, you gotta. The morning coffee tastes better with a little cream in it.
Dude, why you got to take the bit too far? Like,
I don't care. You've been talking about this stuff all day, man. Come on.
I'm just saying there's lines that shouldn't be crossed, and you always cross them. It's like I tell the joke, and then this is you, like, next. Like,
honestly, as I said, dude, it's not about, I don't just cross the line, I defecate on that line. You should know this by now. We've been doing this for what, 5 years? And we're still going off about the same stupid shit?
Yeah, we have, because
I slam my penis in the car door. You slam your penis in the car door.
Aiden can't play for 5 bones. It looks like it will be a horrible couple of years for my Sharks, but I guess nothing is new there. Yeah. And they
what happened to Parappa the Rappa? Did he get canceled or something?
No, I think it's like they kind of aged out. They had like a couple sequels, but they haven't done much since, I don't think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's an interesting game.
Right. Uncultured Barbarian, big fan of the show. Love you, Uncultured.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your support. You're always here every week, and we love it. Lord Rodgers isn't ready for the New York media. Wisconsin media handles him with kid gloves. New Yorkers won't. It will be glorious. No,
New
man.
York will shred him, dude.
They will, but the Packers, like, that whole town lives and dies with football. He's had some tough criticism. Okay, don't act like the Green Bay just because they're we got cheese and shit in Wisconsin that they give Rodgers slack. He still gets it from the media there. They gave him shit over these last 3 years for jerking their chain around, but then they sucked his dick to come back. So. Penguins are tied 4-4.
Yep, they did tie it. As I said, they're going to bullshit their way to an overtime win.
Zerthos XVI says, I don't know how to feel about losing Heineke. Feel good. You're going forward with Sam Howell and nobody.
Yeah, well, they'll probably sign a vet or something.
Heineke's not taking you to anywhere other than
Heineke's a good story. He's a quality backup, but he's not a starting option.
Yeah, just be happy you got rid of Wentz.
And I mean, hey, he's making $10 million a year, so you know what? Good for him. He was on the verge of not being a player at all. Like, he was a backup in the XFL in St. Louis.
Yeah. AAA says, watching Brendan Fraser. Don't you have to pronounce his name?
It's Fraser. I think it is Fraser.
Fraser, not Frazier. It's Fraser. Win at the Oscars. An adult Ke Huy Quan hugging old Harrison Ford was heartwarming and infinite W's. Yeah, congrats to Brandon Fraser. He was like sexually assaulted or something like that.
Yeah, and then they blackballed him.
Yeah, and then they Chris beached him, and then
pretty much they buried him for a decade.
Back.
And just because we were all sitting there like, what happened to that guy?
Spoke up. Yeah. Then he got fat, like for real, because he was like depressed over that.
Well, shit. I mean, depression and antidepressants can sometimes make you.
Dude, Hollywood is fucked up, man.
Oh, Hollywood's brutal, man. I mean, you hear about all the child actors, and we'd be on the casting couch right now, really sucking dick.
Yeah.
Or we'd be the ones doing the casting couch because we're old enough to do that stuff. It's like, what will you do for a Hollywood role? It's like, I'll will you get with me tonight? I mean, something happened with the Stranger Things girl. Like, they were looking to get one of them to do a threesome with a producer or something.
Dude, if you can't get laid, like,
you're a Hollywood producer. You can pretty much get any girl you want.
Yeah, you're a fucking loser. Fuck
yeah, you. I mean, like, dude, you can get a threesome from, like, any random person you want. Just, like, go on Tinder, be like, hey, I'm a Hollywood producer. Let's fuck. And then you'll have, like, a bunch of people, pay them, like, a couple bucks, get them an Uber, and then, like, do stuff like that.
I don't think so.
People will do that.
In 2023, you got to be at least attractive. Okay.
I don't know about that, man. I mean, at the end of the day, like, well, to be fair, we don't get any either, so it happens.
All right. Where are we?
Yeah. We are on.
Chris Ufford. I can see it now. Next Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets versus Daniel Jones and the Giants. That would be the first all New York Super Bowl.
It would be insufferable. It would be like the Subway Series like in 2000s. Like nobody shuts up.
That would be bad, actually. I wouldn't watch that Super Bowl. I'm kidding.
It would.
I would love to beat the Jets in the Super Bowl. It would just be the crowning example of why the Giants are better than the Jets at everything. The
You would
Jets
say that.
will forever be the little brother of the New York Giants. We have 4 Super Bowl rings, and you have one that you won literally 70 years ago, or 60 years ago. You fucking fucks. Super Bowl fucking
Tell us how you
3.
really feel, man.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jets. And last time we won a Super Bowl, we beat your ass on the way to it. Fuckers.
Wolf. I said, tell us how you really feel, brother.
Simpson says 90 with some brutal storms happening in my neck of woods in NoCal, with the winds blowing harder than hookers.
Wolf.
Hookers don't blow that hard. A serious question here. What's some of the brutal storms you guys had to endure? When I was right after I graduated from high school, the blizzard of 96 was pretty bad in Northern Virginia. All we did was sit around and smoke weed. And my friend Hutch had a Jeep, and we would ride around until one time he kind of took a turn too fast, and we did a 360. We didn't die or anything. We just kind of just got out and pushed, and we were fine. But that was a tough one. What about you?
There were 2. One was I was like 4 or 5, so I was way too young to remember. It was actually the 30th anniversary of like a record of like 24 inches of snow in a 24-hour period. Blizzard of 93. And then the one I remember, I was a senior in college. Snowmageddon is what we called it. It was like a Friday in February. I remember the snow came down
for like 4 days. Yeah.
It was a night, but it was a ton of snow. It was like 15 inches. And it was just a lot of ice, and the roads were like completely overwhelmed. There was no salt. And my college was closed for a week because people commuted and they couldn't get out. I remember that Saturday, it was just like it was desolate in the city.
I've gotten lucky.
All I was saying like that whole time was like, oh, thank God I don't have to be working at a car dealership, and thank God I don't have to be shoveling this shit. That's all I remember saying.
Yeah. In 2003, when my first son was born, there was a big hurricane, and the power went out for like 6 hours. But luckily, knock on wood, that's like the longest the power's ever been out. I had friends that lived in downtown Richmond, and it all flooded, and they lost all their food and stuff. Like, they didn't have power for like 2 weeks or something like that.
I had a situation like that. We didn't have power for about a week and a couple days. Like, it was
I don't know what I'd do. I have to.
And it was weird because it was a fuse that came through, and we were one of the last that got fixed because a bunch of people got power outages. Like, there were houses in our neighborhood that had power. We were one of the unlucky ones that didn't. So we didn't get it back until I think a week and a half after the fact.
I don't know what I would do if I lost power for a week.
Well, I mean, at this rate, I'd probably go back to where I was and then work there.
Yeah.
No, my grandma's old house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'd probably go there. I'd just text the person living there now. It's like, hey, I'm living with you for a hot minute before my power comes back.
What would you jack off to if you had no power?
Well, at that point,
would you go to Barnes and Noble and maybe buy some anime?
Well, you'd use some imagination.
I don't know what that is. You have to find an old Victoria's Secret catalog. Yeah. Oh, Stephanie Seymour.
Oh, dude, she was probably hot back in the day, dude. And Montreal just scored again because their goalie can't stop shit.
Oh,
great.
Yeah, you clawed your way back to get to 4-4, and you fucked up. All right.
Yep, they
Let's
fucked
wrap
the ball.
This show up.
Let's kill it.
Jam beat. Oh, Dodger of Zion says, "Let's go Corpus." Bring them in later. Jam Beard says, "With Waller traded out of Vegas, do you think the Raiders go after someone like Tunyon or Schultz, or maybe even Gesicki as a replacement for a tight end? If they get Mike Gesicki, they'd have the most unseasoned gritty in the league, right there. 2.0. Yeah, boy, slam that penis in the car door." What were you about to say?
They slam that penis. I mean, if they get Gesicki, that's actually a good signing. Miami never used him.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Jared Froman says attractive or ultra rich.
Pretty much.
Billionaire.
Even attractive isn't guaranteed because you have to be rich because they want money, man.
Yeah.
They love them gold. They love that digging. I mean, they don't want to work. They want a man that take care of them, man.
And not just take care of them, buy them an island.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's the most attractive thing on earth, right?
Oh yeah,
Like,
money is the ultimate
have
aphrodisiac,
a nice
baby.
penis, or you could have a average sized dick and buy a woman an island.
Honestly, dude, you take the latter every time because you can get any girl you desire.
Actually, you know what? Would you take an 80-year-old woman who just bought you an island and then you just have to fuck her once a week?
I mean, wasn't that what Anna Nicole Smith did?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
She probably didn't even.
She married a rich oil man, banged him once a week, and then he died a couple years later, inherited all his money.
But she died. But then she died. She overdosed, so she really never enjoyed the money.
Well, she was like a soap opera case, and then her son ended up dying like under drugs too.
Tree. Would you marry an 80-year-old billionaire woman, like one of the Walmart heiresses, and you have to fuck her old 80-year-old ass once a week?
If I can use my imagination.
Everyone has a price. You said you would do Raid Shadow Legends earlier for $20,000.
I mean, dude,
you would definitely take this deal.
I mean,
come on, you're single now.
I think we all would, dude. Would you?
I have principles.
You have principles. Principles.
She had to buy me 2 islands. Come on.
2 islands. Yeah. She has money to buy 2 islands. Yeah. You are a fucking hypocrite, dude. Come on. Talk about 2 islands. Oh no, I have principles. Bitch, you're out here promoting Raid Shadow Legends and talking about sucking dick left and right. What principles, man? What principles? Come on, man. That's why people don't watch the show. We don't have principles, dude. We're talking about Benchwarmer Brew. We're talking about our coffee, which is actually really good, by the way. We're still talking about this crap. We have no morals, man. No morals.
Yeah.
We talk about clickbait sports, and we're out here bitching about how you don't get donos and punished during that damn stream. I don't care. I'm sorry. You have morals and principles? Oh my God. Stunning revelation. Stunning revelation, dude. At least I know that I don't have morals. I am a corporate sellout, and I have been since the beginning.
I'm not pretending.
You pretend. Oh,
you not pretend.
You pretend all the time, dude.
My moral fabric is made out of cheesecloth. Fuck you.
Cheesecloth, huh? Yeah. It's flimsy. It's made in China.
Why do we do this show?
We do this show because we're desolate, dependent, and depraved men.
Depraved. We are so depraved. We're awful. All right, let's bring in EA. Read these last 2, please.
Yeah, and that's why we talk about all this bullshit.
Here from it says okay, that's right.
Sorry.
Technically, Chris Hubbard, yes.
Technically, there was a New York Super Bowl with the Bills-Giants Super Bowl. Buffalo.
That was correct. And everything was going well until it just went wide right.
Mm-hmm.
New York. What other state? No, the 49ers played the Chargers.
Yep, 49ers played the Chargers. Trying to think who else. I'm trying to think it would be like Florida, Chicago. I would say. Cleveland is same division.
No. That
Kansas City, St. Louis.
No, that actually
I'm trying to think who else. I'm trying to think of like all the cities, states that have a different team in each other. Trying to think.
Oh yeah. I guess if Philly played against Pittsburgh in the Super
Philly
Bowl,
Pittsburgh would be one. I would say,
who else? I mean, you could have New York, but the Giants played in New Jersey when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Bills, Giants.
I mean, they technically still play in New Jersey, brother.
I guess you could have. I mean, a bunch of California teams could play each other.
Dallas, Houston.
Although
that probably ain't happening for a million years.
Yeah, you playing with your pussy again?
Yep, on live television. I hope everybody gets to see it, especially Tree's mom.
Oh yeah, stop making me jealous, man. You're talking about playing with you're getting all the bitches.
Mm-hmm. No, that's
bitches are more of a dog. I mean, but
that's a dog thing.
Yeah, but Yu Yang's cute though. Look at her.
Yeah, she's definitely a cute kid.
Nick JK.
She is definitely being uncleaned by this
kitty.
stream.
Look at that spoiled, rotten cat.
And there's a kitty sleeping in the background.
There's Montana back there in the back. Just sleeping like away. Not even trying to work.
Yep,
not even doing anything. Nick JK, to close out the show, says Tree gets the Broncos in the inheritance. Kitty goes meow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dodge.
Hey.
What's going on?
I I just watched.
Easy there, Ag. I'm not trying to
not
get
topless
a boner
today.
there.
That's all that matters.
Texas size ass crack there, brother.
Yeah, buddy. Easy right there. Don't get us all aroused here. Oh, you got a flask?
This half moon, apparently.
Just picking up some socks, man.
All right.
Let him do his shit. Come on.
Aberica, please enlighten us on your wisdom when it comes to Aaron Rodgers and what is going to happen.
I gotta tell you something about Aaron Rodgers, okay? We have evidence. We have uncovered the truth. Aaron Rodgers is a neo-crypto fascist. And what I mean by that is he sits in the dark like a Luddite. He shoves ayahuasca up his asshole.
Oh, I do that.
And then he believes in some wackadoo shit where if you inject vinegar into your big toe, it kills the COVID. Now, I have to admit, I might have been about 6 beers deep when I heard this information the first time. And I might have had a joint or two. And I might have woken up the next day with a butt plug in my asshole. But anyway.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah,
that doesn't make it any less true. And it doesn't make Aaron any less of a fascist. And it doesn't make the Packers any less ready to suck ass.
Packers are going to be bad.
Yeah, because all the Packers offense is being signed away and bought away by the New York Jets. Because they're in deep in the conspiracy. It's 1920 again in the NFC North. We are going to burn down Wisconsin. And then we are going to burn down Minnesota. And then we are going to help Detroit increase its property value.
Big brain thinking, man.
That would be by burning down Detroit.
I do have a question to ask you about Aberica. How do you feel about trading the first overall pick to the Panthers?
Now, I have to admit, when I heard about that, I almost fell out of my chair and then dropped all my diabetic medicine. And then it might have fallen into the sink, into the toilet, and I had to get it out using a cat. But either way, I understand that there's a lot of talk about what the Bears got and what the Bears could have got. Here's what you need to know. DJ Moore, with his current career statistics in 5 years, would be the 3rd leading receiver on the Bears all time. If that's not a number 1 wide receiver, I don't know what is. Of course, when you live in America, the forward pass has only been around for 20 years.
No, but you had to McMahon, remember?
I thought it was a great trade for the Bears, honestly. I thought it was smart. They weren't going to take a quarterback with the number 1 pick. Nice cone there, buddy.
All hail the
cone. Myself from the lizard people.
Yes. Where's your tinfoil hat? I guess a cone can double as that. Yeah. But I thought it was a good trade for Aberica. I thought it was smart for one.
It is a smart trade. Now, obviously, people are going to ballyhoo about that if Carolina manages to sucker. Because let's be honest here. Carolina could get a quarterback. Could get any quarterback. But they have no offensive weapons.
I mean,
they have not much of a line. And they're probably looking to trade it down too. But I also prognosticate you with this. Who of everyone else that Carolina trades down with is going to have equally as bad a year or 2 years as them? Maybe Houston. But like if Indianapolis trades them, and let's say Indianapolis, Irsay smokes a whole fucking bowl and gets on the phone with O'Hare up his ass and calls Carolina's owner, David Tepper, and says, "Oh yeah, we'll give you 4 first-rounders for that first overall this year." You know, how, and really, you know, it helps kind of set the market for the Bears and what the Bears are aiming to do with the rest of this free agency period up until the draft, the end of next month.
That's interesting.
We now have a wide receiver. We don't have to reach for somebody at 9. We can draft. We can probably draft best player available at 9, unless we get a blow us off our feet deal for number 9 and go down farther. But I just don't see that happening.
Unless somebody trades another first for you, like you did for the Fields pick. I don't see that happening though. Unless say Jalen Carter falls to 9 and they offer you some unbelievable package for him. But I feel like you'd want to draft.
It's got to be the casting couch amount of picks.
Unbelievable package. I'm all about that. Hey now.
Yeah, you're definitely a fan of unbelievable packages because you.
See,
like
Five,
them.
I understand that you love unbelievable packages because you hawk for Manscaped. But let me
do.
tell you what gets a barrack up in the morning. And it's not just shaving the ball sack. What gets a barrack moving every morning is 5 Points Blend Coffee. Brought to you by Benchwarmer Brew.
No.
The best damn
This
coffee in the
This stuff.
United States of America.
No, you gotta get the bench warmer.
And you
armchair
follow
blend,
that
man.
up at 10 a.m. with a chaser of shitty Monday morning GM. What the hell's Trees Blend? What the hell's yours called?
Armchair quarterback.
It's not
Armchair
shitty.
quarterback.
Come on, this ain't shitty. This is good.
I
Dark
was
means
going
flavor,
for
bro.
shitty GM, but I'll take armchair quarterback.
Well, I mean, shitty GM could
Get
work
that
too. That wouldn't be a
Benchwarmer
bad
brew in
thing.
your stomach and help commit an economic jihad against the state of Wisconsin.
That's right.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, Benchwarmer
You know it.
Brew is not made in Wisconsin. I'll tell you that.
Brandon Perna will appreciate me doing this for him.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Somebody was asking Ag why he has the Ohio State flower on his head.
I'll be honest.
That's
I feel
funny.
like it's more Pennsylvania, but that's just me.
All right. What does that say? Fromunda cheese? No, it says Fromunda Formula SAE. Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
No,
right.
I did Formula
Can we end this
College.
show? Dodge, you got any announcements?
This is Mr. Bones' wild ride. There is no getting off.
So, well, there's a couple of things. First of all, I'll be doing my Afterbird will be tomorrow night. I'm not doing one tonight because I had a bit of a day at work, so I need to recover from that. And two,
Okay.
I will be at the South Carolina spring game, at the end of April at Williams-Brice. So if you are passing through Columbia, if you're in Columbia, or if you're within driving distance of Williams-Brice, I will be there. So
I'll be
if
there.
you're going to a spring game, just hit me up because I'm going.
Okay. Tree, what you got coming out?
Well, I'm working on a bit on the Herschel Walker trade. I'm hoping
Ooh.
it pans out.
Ooh, that'll be
Editing
good.
it right now. So knock on wood. Hopefully it's good.
Okay.
So hopefully.
I'm doing a vid on the most overpaid quarterbacks in the NFL.
Ooh.
Who do you think is number one? Who do you
Has to
think
be-
the most overpaid quarterback is?
Kyler Murray.
Close. Close. Kyler Murray's kind of trash. All right, y'all. We will see you next week. Thanks to all the mods for holding it down.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks to all the supporters, all the super chatters.
Thank
we
you
love
for
you.
tolerating our shit.
And to Tree's mom, I'm sorry I'm a bad influence.
You are a bad influence.
We're all sorry, Trees Mom.
All right.
I'm not sorry.
I'm sorry too, Trees mom.
I'm sorry
All
looking.
right. Later.
I'm more sorry
Bye.
than you, buddy.